Senior here, and today we're talking about this video. Now, this is the second time this person's put out this video. First time 2 years ago, he put it out as Run Faster for Longer for 4K. It's not as much of an issue with that. The second time, a couple of days ago, he put it out as Run Faster for Longer. Full stop. Now, it does go into the fact that we're looking at the science of this and it does work. Actually, the science does work, guys. Absolutely. You see, what this guy is at the front there is doing, his posture from the waist down is absolutely perfect. You've got the toe-off condition, the straight line up the leg, and you've got the parallel lines at toe-off, and you've got this square angle between the groin area, the two thighs, and the calf. So great posture there. He's obviously taking it from AI, I should think. Absolutely brilliant. No problem with that whatsoever. The posture and the style of this guy's running is brilliant. Look at the guy behind, slouching. His legs aren't anywhere near the right posture. And he will be not taking he's not getting the best of efficiencies, is he? So the guy in front has got a lot more efficiency from his pushing forward. However, if you look at his back, this guy is standing with his centre of gravity above his pelvis. Now, what most people get told, isn't it? We use our pelvis, angle the centre of gravity slightly in front of your hips, so that you're actually slightly forward. If I try pushing this phone forward, it goes with me. It's not fighting against me. I can feel almost like it almost takes up a little bit of a slack, and I don't even feel that it's in my hand. If I try doing it the front way, though, where the centre of gravity is above my pelvis, above my hand, and I try pushing it, it's pulling backwards, and it immediately tries slowing me down. Now, this was done in laboratory conditions with a TV presenter, and he did 100 meters against an Olympian. And basically, long story short, they said, look, if you speed off for that first 30 minutes, really angled forward, centre of gravity in front of you, pushing forward, that's great efficiency. You're pushing from that back foot, and you're using your centre of gravity ahead of you to increase your speed. That's what putting your centre of gravity in front of you is doing. It's when you're trying to increase your speed. However, if you're at the speed you want to be, it says, look, for the 100 meters, absolutely perfect. First 30 meters, speed up as much as you can. And actually, the Olympian then isn't trying to speed up. He's trying to keep his speed at that level. And how he does that is he reduces the ground contact time, because that's where he loses his speed. His speed starts to deplete quite quickly. So you have less time on the ground. If you have less time on the ground, you have to be in the air more. So you have to stamp your foot on the ground, push yourself up, and that back foot there is actually on the front guy is trying to push him further in the air, because he's got his back straight and he has to push further up because of the centre of gravity being straight above his pelvis. If he didn't want to go upwards, he'd have to be trying to go forwards, and it would act against the centre of gravity of the phone, would act against me trying to pull forward. So the idea of that last 70 meters, this guy from the sports science laboratory said, is not me, is it pushes you up so that you're losing less of that momentum. The momentum still goes straight forward. The whole body is still going at this 4 minutes per mile speed or whatever it is, and he's quite happy to do that, but he's not slowing down as much because he's not got his foot on the ground as long. The science is great, works, and you see some of these, and yeah, it can work for longer, absolutely. However, it's a different type of energy, and you're using different muscles. So you do have to. It's not just a case of changing it and going straight to this, leaning back, and you're going to do really well, because there's certain things that over 50s certainly must know stay online, and it's the fact that you could injure yourself because you've got to, you're changing the muscles that you're using and that your body's used to using. And as soon as you do that, your brain's got to try and work out, how do I control this? Because it's different. I'm not used to it. So you're prone to getting injured, even if you're a young kid and you're doing it different because you're doing it different. So you have to get used to doing it like this. Yes, the Ethiopians, you've seen them in the full marathons doing 4-minute miles all the way around. Great. But I tell you what, they don't have the upright position all the way through the marathon, because the back foot will start to lose that ability to push upwards and slightly forward, while trying to keep increasing that speed by just that little fraction that you are losing momentum by. So you lose naturally through gravity a certain amount of speed. Well, your back foot's still got to push a little bit forward, but as you saw from the phone, it's fighting against your now upright body. So occasionally you'll see these Ethiopians just tilt forward a little bit. Reason being, they need to just get that more efficiency from the back foot. You increase the efficiency from the back foot by slightly leaning forward, so that now, instead of the efficiency being quite poor because I'm fighting against gravity as it pulls back, if I pull it forward, the efficiency in the back foot is a lot more improved. So now, if they want to speed up, what they'll do is they'll change their posture to a little bit more forward, so the center of gravity is helping them speed up that little bit. Then they'll go back to trying to keep that speed by doing this upright position. So the science behind it is quite correct. However, over 50s, please don't try this at home. I tried this. So I did 50 meters. I tried to do half a mile. 50 meters and my back was killing. The reason is because you're going up, you're trying to do faster. Because you're trying to go fast and you're trying to go higher, you can imagine the amount of force going up your spine is increased quite a lot. Now remember, 2% of that energy, again, this is from a university sports scientist actually, 2% of the energy that goes into your foot as you land gets to the back of the base of your neck. So imagine how much pounding that spine is getting, and especially at the base, that's where all the energy sort of combines and goes from the hips, from the two legs, combine into one place where it goes up the spine and then up the back. And that particular point, the base of the spine, is really, really critical. It's the point where a lot of the energy combines from both the legs and goes up the hip into the spine and goes up the body. You've really got to take care of it. And over 50, yes, you're gonna. If you've been running a lot, then even then, all the tendons around that spine will be thicker because they'll have been injured over time. They'll have been damaged, stressed, stretched. So they'll take more energy, yes, but they'll also be prone to be injured if they're put under too much stress. You're putting more stress over in that part of your body, then they'll be getting more chance of them being injured, which means you'll have back problems and they could be irreparable. So I would definitely try this if you're a younger person and you can carry off this Kipchoge type style where you can run straight upwards and get away with it, and then when you want to speed up, just like tilt forward slightly. Absolutely, the science works. But it is designed, as this sports scientist said on the YouTube video that I saw, it's designed for 100-meter runners, perhaps 200-meter runners, but this style is designed for sprinters that want to lean forward, get to where they want to be, and then take the rest of the 3/4 of that distance, trying to keep that speed up without actually increasing it. So do be aware, that style is not for long distance running. It was designed specifically to get the optimum out of your body over a short speed race, a quick sprint like a 100 meters, perhaps a 200 meters, but not a full marathon. Yeah, the Ethiopians seem to be able to carry this off over a full marathon. I totally agree. But, have you ever seen a guy of over 50 running a 100 meters? No. Why not? Because they tend to go longer and longer distances, don't they? You see them get to about 25, 30, and they'll go from the 100 meters to 200 to 800 to 1500, and you see them increase it as they get older. And the reason is they can't. Their bodies just can't keep on having that pounding up the back. It's just not going to, injury-wise, it's just going to get worse and worse. So it's better for them that they try and just take those stresses out of the body. And instead of running upright, you'll see them do the standard, slightly leaning forward, because then that reduces the amount of straight up stress up the back, because you're not pounding down quite as far. You're actually pushing forward rather than pushing too far up in the air for that back muscle that's been around for 50 years. Remember, it's took some pounding. So as far as this is concerned, it works. Absolutely, run faster for longer, but not over 50, please. I tried it, and I really, after 50 meters, I was absolutely in pain on my lower back. Remember, that's where all the stressors go. Don't try this at home. Please don't. Over 50s, this is absolutely dangerous. Critical that you don't read this and think, actually, I could do that, and I could go faster for longer with the same effort. It won't. Well, it might happen, but you could injure your back irreparably. Senior runner, over and out for one more critical video, I think. Like and subscribe.